2011 on an 11 plate. VW Transporter, it's a T5, 2 litre diesel. Has been converted into a day van, which we'll show you in a second, but we're going to start by having a look at the bodywork. If we look down this side, you'll see it is nice and straight all the way down there. All your body lines and everything are nice and sharp. This front wing, we've got a bit of a discoloured sort of area here. It's a bit of a sort of stain in the paint there. But the arch itself is clean all the way around. We've got a little stone chip down the bottom there. The arch itself is nice and sharp all the way around. There's no corrosion coming through down the bottom there in the usual spot. It's on what looks to be newer Transporter alloy wheels with 4 good tyres. We'll check them as we go. Coming down this side, driver's door, that's all nice and clean. There is one small mark just there. The rest of the door is nice and tidy. Along the bottom there, again, it's all nice and straight. And we do have the chrome side steps there as well. Coming up this side, A-pillar is nice and tidy. There's no sort of stone chips or anything in that. Around the windscreen edge is all good. It's not delaminated or anything. And you can see up on the roof there is all nice and straight. Obviously you've got factory glass in the front, and then these things are usually additions. This one is really dark. You can't actually see through it, which is nice, obviously, for a camper. Keeps the heat out, all that sort of stuff. If we turn the lights on with the remote, you can barely even tell the difference, so it shows you how dark it is. It is sliding, and then it's fixed in the rear. This whole rear van section, this panel is nice and straight, like we said. You've got a little scratch just here, another one just there, but generally very tidy. Down the bottom here, got a little stone chip just at the bottom there. The arch itself is sharp and solid all the way around. You normally get a bit of corrosion coming through at both ends, but this one's all good. Another good wheel and tyre. Coming round on the back, we've got one small scratch just there and a very light scuff there, which actually that looks like it would probably polish off, to be fair. Around the hinges are good. Normally they can corrode, but these ones are all nice and tidy. Coming round on the back, both tail lights are clean and bright. We've got the split doors rather than the up door, which is obviously better for the camper van. A couple of little marks in the paint here and there, sort of like a couple of stains and a small dent just there. And then this lower bumper, or the lower half of the bumper there, is nice and clean. It does have some aftermarket parking sensors fitted as well. And there's a couple of little scratches on the door where it's been opened on something. And again, it's got very dark glass on the back. Coming around onto this side, around these hinges, again, no sign of any corrosion. Got a bit of a mark here where it's been clipped on something at some point. I'm guessing the door's either been opened on something or the back door's been shut on something. But this side, if we look all the way down again, nice and straight, it's not ripply. Clean around that arch, there's no sign of any corrosion coming through there. We do have a very light mark there where it's just caught a stone or something like that. Another good wheel and tyre. Then again, same glass setup on this side, so black glass all the way through, sliding windows on this side, and then your clear front glass. Inside the rail for the door is nice and tidy. Got a little bit of sort of trapped dirt in there, but other than that, all good. Couple of stone chips where the arch kicks out on this side, and a bit of water, we'll ignore that. Nice and clean along that sill and that tubular side step. Sliding door, again, that's all good. It does have chrome handle covers on, which on the front I noticed they're missing the back section like that, but these do just peel off if you want to get rid of them anyway. And then we'll have a little look in that filler cut, because it looks like there's a little, yeah, so it's caught something at some point there. It's got a little bit of a chip on the corner. And then front door, there's a small dent just there. You might just see the sort of shadow there on the camera, and a little scuff just below it. Coming up this arch again, nice and clean, no sign of any corrosion coming through there. And then as we come around, nice and tidy on those headlights. It's the sort of later style headlights as well, not the early T5 headlights. It's nice and clear, they're not sort of crazed over or anything. Stone chip wise, generally pretty good on the front. Bit of a chip in the paint just there on that piece, but actually they are normally black. They've been body coloured as well, so that's worth pointing that out. And then a couple of little stone chips on the bonnet, as you'd expect for the age and the mileage. The rest of the bonnet, nice and straight. There is a couple of, but you might just see them on the camera if I move it around a bit. Bird poo marks where it's sort of just stained the lacquer slightly. And then going on to the interior, nice and clean on the driver's side door card. A little bit of wear, as you'd expect, but generally very good. Pull the bonnet while we're here. And then it's got the nicer driver's seat and passenger seat bolsters. I've got a tiny little bit of wear there, very, very minimal, but generally very, very good. Steering wheel has a cover on it underneath, looks to be good as well. This one, it's done a few miles. It's 287,005 miles. But again, these VW diesel engines will literally go forever. So you see them on 500,000 quite happily. We've got a standard stereo, standard heater system. It's 5-speed manual. It does have diesel night heaters and things like that. If you check the description, we'll detail everything as far as camper van stuff, what it's got in there, and service history, all that sort of stuff. Nice and clean on the door card. And the floor section is normally, these are all scuffed up. This is nice. And that whole floor mat, nice and tidy. No damage at all to the dash. Passenger seat's lovely and clean. You will notice that there's blackout curtains everywhere. So there's a divider between the front cabin and the back. You can walk through as well. Got your diesel heater or your night heater underneath the passenger seat. And then into the back, got remote control lights as well, which is a really nice touch. Makes a big difference. It's got these sort of composite style quartz look worktops. This does just remove if you want to get rid of it. And you've got your workbench there with a backsplash. All the curtains fitted in here. Your controls for your night heater are up here. Your split charging system, which has got USBs and 3-pin and 12 volt. Which again, nicely done. It's all been cut nice and neatly. Loads of storage with the correct lockers on it. So you've got your sort of cutlery trays, things like that. Space for a fridge down there if you wanted to put one in. Very nice flooring. All done very well. Like I said, they've all got proper blackout curtains on them as well. And then into the back, double doors, nice and neat on those, again with the blackout curtains. You've got this huge storage unit in here. It's got plugs in there, you've got your fuse board in there. A bit dark on the camera because it's obviously the black glass. It's got the railings for your clothes, all trimmed out, so there's no bare van panels or anything like that. All very clean. Somebody's obviously spent a lot of time and a lot of money getting it right as well, which is a nice touch. And then under the bonnet, you've got that 2-litre turbo diesel. Nice and clean in here. It was driven to us. Doesn't drop any fluids on the floor. It's been parked there a little while. Starts on the button, which we'll show you in a second. That's part of your split charging system there as well, which has got the monitor and everything inside. And then, like I say, driven to us, starts on the button. Once we take the steering lock off, you'll have to, I'll do it without catching the buttons. Firing up straight away, no warning lights. Nothing nasty coming out the back. And all nice and smooth up the front. So there you have it, 2011 T5. Got the daytime running lights as well, with a day van conversion. If you've got any more questions at all, please get in touch. Please check the description. We'll detail everything we know as far as what's been done to it, any history, all that sort of stuff. Thank you.